Please stop paying people to get you TEFL certificates, but rather do them yourselves. And here is why. Hi, my name is Mr. Osanagawa Soprano. I've been an English teacher for the past 8 years. I live and work in Bangkok. I've worked in Vietnam, I've worked on site, and I've also worked online. Of late, I'm seeing a trend where people are paying people to take the TEFL certificate course for them and handing them the certificate, and they call themselves TEFL qualified. The fact that you want the certificate, you want to join the industry. And how are you going to join the industry when you don't acquire the skills or the necessary skills to be in the ESL industry? You might think this is a quick fix. You're just getting a certificate. You're going to get a job online. But it's very important that you take the course because there's so much that you are going to learn. And here are some of the things that you would learn. Going over the course material, reading what the course offers is going to benefit you a lot, especially if you have never taught before, you're changing industries, or maybe you've been teaching a different subjects. Now you're joining the English language industry. So this is going to help you and equip you with the right knowledge to propel you forward in the ESL industry. You will learn how to lesson plan. It will help you how to structure your lesson from the beginning until the end, presentation, production, and the practice, which is very key because it sets an outline on how you're going to teach that particular topic. It also helps you to create material, and this is very, very huge. A lot of schools in the ESL industry don't offer material, don't give materials, and you have to do or create the materials yourself. And I realized that a lot of people who are getting these TEFL certificates online, they want to also teach online. And a lot of platforms that accept people to teach online, they don't offer materials, so you have to create your own material. So now you are a TEFL qualified teacher without the knowledge of creating material. So what's going to happen is probably going to poorly perform. So it's very important to know, and I've seen some of these courses, they give you examples on how to create a certain material. They give you platforms where you can find material to use and the type of material that you have to put in your content so that your classes can be visually pleasing and students can understand. Not only do you learn how to create material, you learn the language that is used, your L1, your L2, PPP, TTT, STT. You see, I'm mentioning these because I know teacher talk time, student talk time, presentation, production, and practice. These are very key in you knowing how to use the language and reading about it instead of you being confused. Imagine you're in an interview, they start asking you about L1 and L2. You have no idea what is L1 and L2. You'll also learn how to teach the four skills, which are speaking, listening, reading, and writing, and how you can incorporate them, maybe one or two of them at the same time, because these are taught differently. The approaches are different based on the level that you're teaching, based on the people that you are teaching as well. So understanding how to change in speech and how to incorporate these will also help you. And not only will it help you succeed in this industry, it will also help you outside of the platforms that you want to teach in if you're going online, because all this that I'm telling you is what we are doing in the classrooms. We learned this in our courses and we are utilizing these. If you're coming from a school where everything is provided for you, you will have a hard time, or if maybe you're coming from a place where you have never done this before, you will have a hard time when you're asked for a lesson plan, you're asked for an outline, you're asked for material, and you don't even know where to begin. So please sit down and do these courses yourself so that you can get this knowledge and the skill sets. In this platform, you will excel and move fast. You will advance from being paid $2 to $15 because your performance, your material, if your material is creative and engaging, interactive, it helps you to get good reviews, and you still get assessed by these platforms and they realize that this person does know what they're doing. So let's bump them up. I got promoted for the first year that I was teaching online, and it was a very good thing. Also, after another year, I got demoted, and I was like, yeah, things were not going so well. So if you are not skilled, and some people would even have a hard time to get students because you get one student, they're not excited, your material was not exciting, your material was not engaging, so they don't have anything to any reason to book you again or to recommend you to other people. You also learn things like your syntax, your phonics, you learn things about grammar structures, how to create your sentences. So these are very key in language learning as well as language teaching. These platforms also give you information of where you can find maybe your practice activities, this websites that you can use, the examples of the teaching activities that you can use, the books that you can find these practice activities. And also you reading and understanding these activity also gives you an idea of the activities that you grew up learning or using back in your home countries, incorporating them in your studies. When you're teaching kids, we used to play hopscotch back home. I don't know how you guys call it. Is it Morabara? I forgot the name, but still, you can incorporate that in your language. In your language practice activities. So you knowing the examples that they give can also help you pull from your knowledge back home as a child, as a student, or maybe as a parent or as an adult raising a young baby or a child cousin. Then you can incorporate that in your learning, in your teaching. Please do your TEFL certificates, read through the material, understand it, and use these skills because they will help you on your online platforms as well as on your on-site teaching, because this is what we do. You might come from a school where you were teaching materials given, but you don't know how to create that. It's very important to learn and find the websites as they are provided for you. And then last but not least, the fact that you are paying people to get you the certificate and it's everywhere, it's on the platforms, on the internet. Soon the certificates are going to be discontinued, and then you will be amongst the many people that will have to lose the certificate itself. If you bought the certificate, I would advise you right now, if you're working, please take time now to pay for a course somewhere besides a platform that people are paying for, and do this course by yourself. No one ever fails this certificate unless you don't submit the requested assignments from you or whatever that is asked of you. Please, that's all I wanted to say. Do not buy your TEFL certificates. See you on the next video.